A very good morning to everyone. Boys and girls, welcome back to the school after the summer vacations. Today we have gathered here to hear some golden words of wisdom from a very special guest. On behalf of the Director, Major General Sanjeev Verma, the staff and students of Yadvindra Public School, Patiala, I warmly welcome Mr. Jugeshinder Singh, Group Chief Financial Officer, Adani Groups, and an old Yadavindrian ISC 1987 batch. A very good morning to you, sir, and thank you so much for taking time out to address our Yadavindrians. We also extend a very cordial welcome to our Honorable Member of the Board of Governors and President IOSA, Colonel R.P.S. Baras, sir, and IOSA executives. Before we request Mr. Jugeshinder Singh to address all of you, a little brief about his journey so far. Mr. Jugeshinder finished ISC at YPS in 1987, where he was a school blue blazer holder. He represented India in 100 meters hurdle while at school and also captained the school cricket team. After school, he completed his engineering at PEC, Chandigarh. While in college, he was awarded the College Blues, was the president of the college students' body, and while at college, he was also awarded a certificate of appreciation from Mullins of UK for developing a digitized platform of order management that was adopted by the company. Mr. Jugeshinder went to Australia for further studies and completed a postgraduate diploma in management at the Bond University. While at university, he was the president of the Indian Students Association, and he developed a bankruptcy prediction model for any listed company on global stock exchanges. Originally, he was enrolled for an MBA, but once the model was developed, he dropped out to set up a consulting firm from where he was hired by Macquarie Bank in the investment banking team. While at Macquarie, he became the youngest country manager in the bank's history at the age of 26 years. Mr. Jugesh had a stint at US Investment, Merrill Lynch, as the global head of infrastructure, after which he established his own investment firm. After successful sell-down investment to Woolworth Investec, Mr. Jugesh joined Adani Groups as advisor to the chairman and subsequently was made the Group Chief Financial Officer in 2019, a position he holds till today. Truly a very proud moment for all of us here at the YPS family to have you, sir, of such a repute amidst us. I request you to please share some words of wisdom with the children.
So good afternoon, everyone. So thank you for being here. When I was here in school, this would have been outside on the steps in front of the library. So I think that some progress is good progress. We're sitting in an air-conditioned room rather than outside. Another thing would have happened was that all of us would be standing and the students would be standing as well. So it was a test of endurance in those days. And I was thinking what I would say to the school student body, it's quite diverse from 12, I think, to 12 years to grade 12 is here in the room. When I was in school, teachers always used to say to me that, school's the best years, will be the best years of your life. And I want to share with you that contrary to what the teachers said, they were not wrong, but what the teacher said was that the real journey and the best part of life actually, ironically, started after school. So I was trying to figure out what was meant by the teachers when they said that the school would be the best years of our lives. I think the word that could have been used would have been to say that school years were the best years of very protected life. So what you have in school is the best subset of the world, an incredibly protected existence. Which would never ever be repeated again once you leave the school. So the question becomes, what do you achieve and what you make of this protected existence? What is the ranking of our school in the schools in India? What number are we? Anyone? Teachers also, anybody? 30. You know, if I ask you, give any good reason, either a student or a teacher, why the school is not the best school in the world. Can you think of any reason why the school is not the best school in the world? Any student? So I'll prompt you. Maybe you are not very good students. Maybe you don't work hard. Maybe you are lazy. Maybe you don't use your sports facilities. Huh? If you are 13th in something, nobody knows. Yeah? Sorry? Pardon? You can come up. Come. See, the question that, what's your name, sorry? Sorry? Oh, so the question is, nothing is perfect. Actually, the idea is not that we want to be perfect, but being first, second, third, fifth, 10th is a result, is an output that happens. The challenge always comes, the challenge always comes that if you are able to
Sir, we have every sports facility.
Sorry?
Sir, we have sports facilities.
Yeah, so
Sir, horse. Sir, sir, only DPS have swimming facility, and only our school has horse riding facility.
okay. Thank you. So I think the school has, if I get the implication correct, the school has all the facilities. And the challenge is, have those facilities, have all of us who were in the school before and who are going to be in the school after us, what is it that we do to make YPS number one? You know, we can win the district championship, we can win state championship, we can win national championship. The core fundamental of work, of what we put in, what you put in into your school work, is that we owe it to ourselves, you owe it to you, you owe it to your school, you owe it to your fellow cohort of students, that you utilize the facilities that are there in the school, and the byproduct of what you end up using would give you and give the school a ranking that would be number one. Any of this, anything that does not put us on the path to being the best in the world is suboptimal. One lesson that you will learn very, very quickly when you leave the school nobody will care, nobody will know and nobody will give any weight to who you were and where you came from. The only thing that will matter at that point in time will be what is it that you can achieve as an individual and as a member of society wherever you are. Why I say this is, and I'll give you an example. there is something called, we still have something called the Yadvindra Gold Medal. Yeah. So it's awarded to the 12th, so the best student in the 12th, yeah. You know, when I was in school, and I can share with you candidly. I shared with at that point in time with my principal, vice principal also. I thought that there was nobody other than me who should have got the Yadvindra Gold Medal. So I just want to, I'll give you the whole story. So I was captain of the school's cricket team. I was captain of the school's athletics team. I represented India, the country, in my event in athletics while I was at school. I was already a blue blazer holder, so I also was part of the school team for football and hockey. And I don't know whether it's still calculated, I had not missed one day of school for 9 years prior to that. So they used to give us 100% attendance certificates at that time. So from 3 to 12th, every year I had that 100% attendance certificate. Sick or not sick or otherwise, I'd never missed one day of school. So I was speaking at that time, my principal was Mr. Keshav. So I was speaking to him, and we were having this discussion, and so everything else, the honor boards you see, whatever came out of achieving something, I got in school. So it was the best athlete trophy or the cricket trophy, Nalagarh trophy. Anything that was to be given by someone, I never got. So when I was discussing with Mr. Keshav, who at that time, he said, what is the point of aiming for something which someone has to give you? So he said, I know, as the principal, that you should get this. But for whatever reasons, some of the students will know, and you might laugh. He said, half the teachers don't like you, so you no chance you're going to get anything. So for a set of teachers, I was not a good student. And because I was young, I didn't understand at that time. I thought, if you are, I went into engineering college, so I ranked high enough in JET. So I thought, okay, what is a good student? You come to school regularly, you are good in studies, so you can get into top college. You're good in sports, or in like some of us did, or Jyot Sidhu, etc. So some of us, we excelled in sports. So I said, okay, you don't miss school. Don't take any sick leave, this. Your distinction, or I think in my time, I don't know what's now, but at my time, A, B, C, so you got A's in school, in your subjects, and you were good in sports, so that made you a good student. I struggle to think what else you have to do to be a good student. So now when I reflect back on this, and the conversation with Mr. Kashyap, I look at it differently. Outside of the school, the reality is that actually there is nothing someone can give you. So it's best to learn in school. Look at the honor boards that you have. Aspire for everything that you can win by your performance. Be it drama, be it debates, be it sports, whatever it is. Any other board, any other medal, any other trophy, any other award that is given to you, disregard. Now, why I say that? Once you imbibe in yourself the value that you have to earn your reward, independent of where you are in the world, you will be equipped to succeed. So same logic, the same attitude you should keep within yourself while you're in the school as well. Our current Prime Minister, Honorable PM Modi, he actually ran a chai shop. It's not just somebody saying that to him, he's chai wala. So, if you combine the two things, you are in a country in which from any part of the society you can hope to achieve the highest position chosen by the people, not the highest constitutional position, which is the president, highest position chosen by the people, which is the prime minister of the country, and you happen to be in this school. So you are the best of education. As the student who came up here, swimming, horse riding, all of the sporting facilities you have, all of the education facilities you have. Okay. And India on top of it. You have no reason not to aspire to be the best in the world. I do want, if you take anything from what I say today, best in Patiala, best in Punjab, best in North India, best in India, nothing matters. Any achievement that you will have, which is less than aspiring to be best in the world, is an insult to yourselves, not to the school, not to the teachers, to the student body. You know, as a former student of your school, I also stood like this. We didn't have an auditorium at that time. We would have speakers from time to time. I wish that one of those speakers had told me, or told us as students at that time, that the only person who will be responsible for being mediocre when you leave the school is you. Because as students in the school, and especially those of us who were active in sports, and those who had represented the country while they were in school, we could defeat universities. I could defeat university athletics champion, I could defeat the state athletics champion, I could beat them lifting weights, anything. I could lift more than them, I could run faster, I could jump higher. All of that I could do. And I was 14 years old, 15 years old, they were 30-year-old. And I want you to know and remember that each one of you in your chosen area Be it drama, be it debates, be it sports, be it any other activity that you participate in school, you have the capability in school to be better than most people in the world. You will never ever find this protective environment again. Today, all you have to do is to wake up in the morning, get dressed, and come into an environment that gives you the best chance to be the best in the world. The only effort you have to make to create this environment is zero. The teachers, the school board, they give you that environment ready-made on a platter. Because I only want to speak to you as students, please do not fail yourselves. Do not waste the opportunity that you have, because take it from someone like me. I was so anti-establishment when I was in school, and I still am anti-establishment, that I said I don't want to be a prefect when I was offered prefectship. Okay. But not accepting being a prefect or the school captain was not because I didn't feel that it was not an important enough honor, but because I didn't think that any of those things would have been greater than having represented my country. So I didn't think it was fair for me to take a place for someone who did not have that opportunity. And the reason I say to you that do not waste this opportunity, I will paint a picture for you. Do you have a gym in the school now? Yeah? Does it have a treadmill? Huh? Does the gym have a treadmill? Huh? What is the maximum speed you can go on the treadmill? Who is the top athlete in the school at the moment? Who won the 100 meters last year, grade 11 student? Last year, no athletics? Do we know who won 100 meters last year in inter-house competition? Huh? Didn't happen? Okay. 2 years ago, 2019, Somebody would be in grade 10 at that time, who might be in grade 12 today. Under 1500 meter champion. Some student must have won 100 meters in 2019 in some age group here. Okay. The reason I asked you treadmill and 100 meters was, if you go to the gym, most likely, if it's a normal treadmill, its maximum speed will be 26 kilometers an hour. So you can put it at 26 kilometers an hour. Under the supervision of the athletics coach, some of you, one of you, would be able to have the treadmill at 26 kilometers an hour and stride. Once you leave the school, exclusively, without doubt, I can tell you, for you to go to a gym where you can put a treadmill at 26 Ks and run, you'll have to pay to use the gym. And most of you, and this is for the students who are in grade 10 and higher, you'll understand it better. For most of you in grade 10 and higher, you will face that in 3 years, 2 years, and 1 year respectively. And regretfully, most of you will never see the inside of the gym again. So please, while you are here, in an environment that you will never ever find again, make sure that you make the best use of it. Thank you. I can answer some questions if you have any. Anyone? Okay, no questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. The message that you gave, that they have to believe in themselves and be nothing else but the best, surely would have inspired many of the students sitting here. We hope they keep working towards it. I now request the school director to please address the gathering and present a token of gratitude to our special guest.
Good afternoon, children. On behalf of all of you, thank you so much, Jugesh, for giving us and the children a piece of advice which they really need to carry. Children, what Sir has told you is so important, and I think all teachers, including me, keep telling you that you have to work hard for yourself. You have to work hard for yourself to achieve what you want to do later in life. And the first thing which he said was so very true, that you can do. Why is the school the best place? Because you've got all the facilities in a protected environment. You have no stresses in life which you will realize later as you go ahead, leave school. So use the maximum facilities, be it in any sphere, be it in academics, be it in sports, or be it in ECA. And again, there's small instances which he's given. He's been an outstanding sportsman, as you heard. Okay, very few, I don't think there is, there would be numbered people, including President Ayosa, who've been excellent in sports and in other activities, and their records still haven't been broken. Okay, we have limited, you can count them on your fingertips. You all should also achieve to do that. Okay, and as I see it, the reason why the question which was asked to you, number one, of course, which was asked, that which ranking are you? I'm glad you don't know your rankings, because it's not something which you should believe in. When I said you are 13th, that means you are 13th in the country, and that's one survey which tells that, and you're 13th out of 1,000 schools. Very good, no problems. You are number one in North India, but all that has no meaning. You have to be the best yourself, and the others will realize it. So children, that's the message which you all needed, and I'm so grateful to you that you've been able to pass it on to the children. Thank you so much for being with us. May I request you, if you could just come and accept the token of our appreciation for being with us. May I also request Colonel Barar sir to please come on stage. Sorry, Jugesh, could you please come on stage again? Sorry. To accept a token from Ayosa. Come.
Awesome. I just give it a show.
Thank you, sir. May we request the guests to please join us for a cup of tea. Boys and girls, you may please proceed for your dispersal. Good day.